Ah, yes, the Philippines. I can't hardly wait. Hi, everybody. This is Dan at Dan's Retirement Journey. We're Philippines bound. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 reasons why Dan thinks the timing is right to leave the United States and head over to the Philippines. They might be your top 3 reasons also. Stick around and find out.
Yeah. Hey bro, this is American okra. It's different from the Filipino
Because it has
okra.
the
Yeah,
lines.
yeah, the lines. Not same in Philippine okra.
Sweet potato.
And this is the sweet potato of my friend Dave. And this is also peanuts right here. Wow.
While Coach Mavs gives us a tour of Dave's homestead here, let's talk about the 3 main reasons that had influence over me in my decision making to relocate to the Philippines. Most of you may have guessed by now that the number 1 reason on my list is the cost of housing. For most of us living here in the United States, housing represents somewhere between 1/3 and 1/2 of gross earnings. That's a bunch of money for most wage earners, and it could be behind the reason why some children choose to live at home longer. Housing is cheaper in the Philippines. Let's face it, you don't need to build your own house in the Philippines in order to save money. Rents are cheap. You can live perfectly fine outside any of the major cities in the Philippines for a fraction of what you'd pay here in the States. Average rent here in Sacramento, California is somewhere around $1,500 per month. That's crazy money. To compare, it's not unheard of to rent a Western-style 2-bedroom home outside of Cebu City for $200 to $300 per month. But you could also find a rental house for less. Try doing that in the United States. I have often wondered if Westerners are reacting to the high cost of housing and apartment rent by buying vans, campers, and recreational vehicles and going out on the road. I'm a fan of the nomadic lifestyle. I see quite a few nice trailers and vans parked curbside on the streets of Sacramento. No rent to pay? Hey, that's nice. The second reason for moving to Asia is the cost of medical care. Premium payments for health care insurance keeps going up year after year. I read somewhere that it's now up to $22,000 per year to pay the premiums for a family. The United States ranks number 37 of countries in the world with the best medical care. That's still pretty high up on anyone's list. But should we be paying the highest medical premiums in the world for a 37th place ranking? I think quite a few expats living in the Philippines moved there because they chose not to become enslaved to the medical insurance premium system that we have here. Some may have decided to take their chances elsewhere. The Philippines has some of the finest medical facilities that can be found anywhere in the world, both in Manila and Cebu, as well as other regions, all for the fraction of the price of care in the West. For example, heart bypass surgery can run up to $200,000 in the United States. In the Philippines, that number is somewhere around 20,000 to 25,000 American dollars. That's significantly less than what we got going on in the United States. Some expats sign up for PhilHealth and pay the out-of-pocket expenses in cash, or they put the balance owed on their credit card. Lastly, I want to talk about the cost of food. The cost of food is skyrocketing in the United States.
But it's very fast to
I
grow.
ask you, can a carton of ice cream get any smaller? This is known as inflation. And
One
the
month
food
and,
is also fresher in the
1 week.
Philippines.
Dolly does a good job keeping it clean.
I'm not saying that food costs aren't going up in the Philippines. I acknowledge that the cost of food is also rising very quickly there.
This for Derby.
But you have some advantages, and one of the advantages is
And you have
that
here
Filipinos are used to growing their own food. But I'll have to admit the cost of rice is totally off the hook, mainly because they import the majority of their rice. They can't survive without it. Well, if you're tired of having to deal with the high cost of housing, medical premiums, and food, you should think about retiring to the Philippines. My wife Minnie and I will be waiting for you.
For how many months?
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Let's rejoin Mavs as he continues his tour of Dave's homestead.
Yeah. No long like the chicken because the roaster because they want to, sabong, the cock derby.
That's the cleanest outdoor.
Yeah. Wow, it's fantastic. Good design.
Filipino.
Filipino design.
Even
but
have
the-
bidet. Even have a bidet.
Yeah. And this is
This is two different ones.
different one. What do you call this?
What's wrong with that one? It's like,
I forgot the name of this one.
That's a native chicken. They're the small ones.
Sa gani tawag gani ron? Kani patula.
Salad can eat. Salad can eat.
And this patula.
is that a fighting cock?
No, it's a rooster.
No, this one. This
That one is.
that one is a fighting cock. To be a fighting
Native chicken.
a native.
That
Yeah.
one. They're gonna eat
I think it's
Go to Dave's and kill my chicken.
hey, Rolly is Hey Dave, what this place? How about this Dave? What this
It's going to be a concrete floor,
concrete front end?
2 or 3 hollow block, and this is going to be the beer and barbecue house.
Beer and barbecue house. Wow, soon to be, and barbecue house soon to be here. Okay, thank you. And this is Coach David from Dan's Retirement Journey Philippines, and my friend American here. And thank you so much, guys. Hey Dave, thank you so much for inviting us, and Mr. Jeff and my friend Rolly. Okay,